Okay, people, I gotta put this fucking straight. I gotta lay this shit down right now. Alright? First off, it is not called the Kip Up. I don't know which one of you jackasses changed that. It was a kick up. Pure and simple. It's always been the kick up since Bruce Lee did it. It's been the kick up. There's nobody named Kip. There's a martial artist that kipped up. It's the kick up. Alright? And the Superman punch. Let's not call it the Superman punch because it's not the Superman punch. Initially, it was Captain America's punch. Alright? See, I'm 42. I've been doing martial arts for a very long time. And I normally don't say shit until it starts pissing me off. Alright? So let's go with the kip up. Since I can no longer do it because my hip replacement does not allow me to do martial arts anymore, I'm going to go here and nail that shit in the butt right now. It is not the kip up. That's what you people call it, but you people are incorrect. Since 1965, I believe, Bruce Lee was making these movies and kung fu flicks, and it was never called the kip up back then. It was a kick up. Now, I was born in 73 when Bruce Lee died. I was born a month after he died. So I'm going to give it to you straight out of the kick face mouth here. That is James Williams Jr. It is called the kick up, not the kip up. So whoever came up with the kip up, if that's what you guys want to call it, that's fine. But you guys are full of shit. It's the kick up, not the kip up. Now, as for the Superman punch, the first person to start doing that in the UFC or the MMA was a soldier. However, he may have never read a comic book a day in his life. Superman is always flying. So technically, a jumping punch belongs to Captain America, especially when it involves springing off of a fence, wall, or anything else. Why do I know this? Because Captain America did it first. I used to do it during training all the time. People are like, well, they don't teach you that in school. Of course they don't. You know why they don't? Because it didn't exist in schools. But it did exist in 1965's Captain America when he sprung off the wall and punched the Red Skull in the face. Might have been a little bit further back than 1962, but Captain America was the first one to go springing off of things and punching people. Then the Ninja Turtles started biting that move, and all of a sudden, because a soldier does it in the MMA, y'all decided y'all want to call that shit the Superman punch. Okay, that's fine and dandy. You can keep calling it the Superman punch, but see, originally it was not the Superman punch. See, you got to understand things about martial arts. If you are not a martial artist who has not been doing martial arts since before 1982, you have no idea what these moves are called, so you just change them. Is that fine and dandy or correct? Hell no. But if that's what you're going to call it, that's your opinion and you're free to have it. But again, as I quoted in my last video, that's some bullshit. Alright? Like I said, I ain't got no disrespect to the people that's using it. But if you're going to call a move, you should probably call it by its rightful name. I'm pretty sure that Crypto Crossface, Chris Benoit, would not like y'all calling it something else, even though he's dead and gone and can't defend himself. And I'm pretty sure that Bob Backlund wouldn't want you to cross the cross-body chicken wing something else, just like the cross-arm breaker. I'm sure that whoever came up with that doesn't want that called someone else, or Eddie Guerrero and Rob Van Dam in the Fog Splash. Alright? You know, no one wants you to change the name of their moves, but sometimes you do. Because initially, the attitude adjustment was once the Death Valley Driver. Let's just ask Tommy Dreamer about that. Tommy Dreamer did the reverse Death Valley Driver, but they were still the Death Valley Driver. So you're going to change the name of moves. And the F5, that's a whole new thing. That's Brock Lesnar's all. But if you're going to change the name of the moves, at least respect the name of the moves because they were not the name you've given them. I'm highly disappointed in the Superman punch and the kip up because actually the Superman punch was a Captain America punch first. And the kip up was called the kick up. So you guys are young and you're going to call it whatever the hell you want. In my opinion, it doesn't amount to a hill of beans of any of this shit. But the fact of the matter is, as a martial artist, you should not call it the kip up. Because you're kicking up to your feet, not kipping. What the fuck is kipping? Can somebody find me a dictionary and let me read what the fuck kipping means? Because if that means kip up, okay, then you can continue to call it the kip up. But I'm going to call it what it is. It's the kick up. K-I-C-K, kick up. Because you're using both of your feet, rolling off your shoulder blades and launching into the air, landing on your feet so that you can kick somebody else in the face again. It is called the fucking kick up, not the kip up. Make sure you pay attention to that. Don't ask me how to spell it because I can't. I can spell kick though. But, the whole concept is, you can't just take a new name and add it to something and don't tell people the origin of it. It is called a kick up. You young people then change this shit to the kip up. I don't know when the hell that started to happen, but yeah, it's never been the kip up. And all of a sudden, wrestlers started doing it, so now it's the kip up. But before that, when only martial arts did it, we called it the kick up. And if you're not from the era of martial arts between 75 and 82, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But Bruce Lee died in 73. He did it first, and everybody else started doing it. I'm pretty sure he taught most of them. But in the same breath, monkey see, monkey do. Anybody can teach you how to do the kick up. It's just a matter of timing and patience. It took me about a year to get that shit right the first time. And I bumped my head quite a few times trying to do that. That shit hurt. It's the same way I learned how to work nunchucks. The best way to learn how to work a weapon is to remember that if it hits you, it fucking hurts. And you're doing it wrong. But if you're doing it right, it's going to look cool, and it's not going to hurt, and you're going to be fine. Like so. These are nunchucks. Now, work them around. If they're hurting you, you're not doing it right. If you're dropping them, you're not doing it right. So, you must learn that's wrong. Everything before that was right. Pure example of things going wrong. You're hitting everything around you. You're not catching it the way it's supposed to, like that. Then you're doing it wrong. Fuck it. I need my real nunchucks. So did you know? You should understand that as a martial artist, you have to be able to do and name things correctly. You don't want to teach your students the wrong thing. And also, before I go, in each different martial arts style, what you may call a tornado kick may be a hurricane kick. What you may call a jumping spin kick may be a propeller kick. It depends on your teacher and who and what they are learned and are teaching you. It also depends on if they're teaching you from the Chinese style, the Japanese style, the Korean style, Filipino style, the Hawaiian, the Samoan. Most of these island continents have a martial art. Oh, did I forget about Lambada and Capoeira, which are basically the same thing? Lambada is from Jamaica, Capoeira is from Brazil, but they both basically are the same thing with the Jinga. Everything has an opposite and a counterpart. Karate, Kung Fu. Ninjutsu, more ninjutsu. Samurai, Shogun. Each one has something that has been created to combat the other. And then there's Bruce Lee in Jeet Kune Do, which is based on Wing Chun style of Kung Fu, which was trained by Yip Man, which was a descendant of Wing Chun herself. So, do your history, Google stuff, but remember this one final thing. It is the kick up, not the kip up. I'm done being mad about that. So hopefully I've come back to my dignified, graceful self. And on that I will say, this is Kung Fu Havoc 2. I'm James Williams Jr. Be seeing you.